Hi all, how are you going? Welcome to another round of Red Skis Righteous Readings. I have a lovely reading for you today, an adult pick a card. This is all about what is your addictive poison. So the first one, we have a tin of lucky pills, sort of prescription medication maybe, or pills. The second one is an 8-ball, so maybe illicit there. The third one is, of course, a little flask of Jack Daniels, so that would be alcohol. And, of course, number 4 is a bit lighter, so that would sort of represent tobaccos and or may it be Mary Jane, the good old reefer days. So, is your poison more of number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4? Pills, illicit, alcohol, tobacco and or Mary Jane. Plant-based products that are illicit and or addictive. So pick your cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, the lucky pills, the 8-ball, the Jack Daniels flask, or the big lighter. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll be back in a moment to give you your reading. Hi, group 1, who picked the beautiful tin of lucky pills. So pills and or perhaps prescription medication, and yeah, things that could fall under that. Or if you just like the lucky pills. So we're going to draw some tarot cards. I've got a rough spread I've formulated for this specific pick a card reading. Then we'll get into some additional oracle and inspirational messages at the end. So group 1, the lucky pills, this will be your reading. So the first placement is all about you currently, and we've just had the Hangman drop. Your second placement will cover obstacles and issues and challenges, and we have the 3 of Wands. Your third card will be in hopes and fears, and we just had the Ace of Cups reversed come out. Your fourth card is advice from Spirit, any advice that they can give you, or words of pearly wisdom they can sort of bestow upon you to help you through these things that you are facing at this time. And we do have the Devil reversed. And the final card is the outcome and or moving forward. And we do have the 7 of Cups reversed. Okay. I will clarify what I think I need to if I do decide I need to. So your obstacles at you currently, the Hanged Man. We are going inside of self to try and obtain the knowledge, the wisdom that we need to make the right decisions, to see things for its true self, to see us for our true self. It's really going within self to really get real, to really say, yes, I may have thought at the time, or I may have felt at the time that this is the way it is, but it's taking out all that connection and or opinion, and it's looking at yourself in the true impartiality, being very impartial, looking at it as if an outsider, a third party, is looking at it with no attachment, with no heart, or no judgment, and going inside of self and saying the truth of the matter is I did, or I felt, or I was, and blah blah blah, and really hashing it out with self over choices, decisions, anything and everything really, and getting real with self and saying, okay, I may have said this to myself, I may have thought this, but the truth is, it's also learning to sacrifice for the right things, sacrifice for self, sacrifice for others, but also knowing within yourself who you are, what the deal is, what's going on, having a real grasp of wisdom and or attainment. Okay, your second position, which is your obstacles, issues or challenges, group 1. 3 of Wands. Your obstacles, issues or challenges is waiting and patience and adversity. The reason I say this is because the 3 of Wands is really, in essence, those things. This gentleman has, done the work. He's got his product ready for sale. It's all, the work's been done. He's bagged it, booked it, put it on a ship and sent it away for sale overseas or wherever, for sale. He stands at the dock, ready and waiting with wands in hand, awaiting that ship to come back into dock with the monetary means and advantage for this work. Now, it's that in essence, waiting on the time it takes for something to go and to return. Something you're passionate about, something that you're invested in, something you have great admiration and respect and an attachment to. But how long do you wait for that ship to come in? Is it days, weeks, months, years? Is it a lifetime? Is it more? How long do you wait for a ship to come in? And that's what you're asking yourself, or need to be asking yourself. You know, I may have invested this much in it, but how long am I actually going to wait for this other person, this other thing, this other entity and or object and or anything to come in for me? What if it never does? Do I waste a lifetime waiting on the dock for a ship that's never coming through? Or do I walk away even if it may come in one day? The third card is all about your hopes and fears. Ace of Cups reversed. So this speaks a lot to that. Because the Ace of Cups, when it's reversed, is talking about change and erosion. You know, you're being a bit self-centered right now and a bit full of egotistic sort of nature, very me, I want, this is, you know, woe is me, I should have, I need, very, very of self. But it's in a way that it's actually preventing you from happiness and desire. Because this attitude, this action is really distasteful to anyone and anything around you. It's like a stain. Even if that's not how you really feel inside, or if that's not how, this is how people are seeing you, this is how you're being portrayed. And your hopes and your fears is not to be seen as that, is your fear. Your hope is to move past this naturistic tendencies of character. The fourth card, as I said, is advice from Spirit. We have the sign of Capricorn coming through. Now it is the Devil reversed. Now this is great because advice from Spirit is saying that you are going to release from bondages or things that bind you, things that were not good for you, or things that are toxic to you, things that were never meant to or were never a part of your design. You're deshackling, you're separating, you're what's the word? You're evolving beyond. Like, yes, okay, that's what was, this is what is now, and moving forward, that won't be. I'm getting rid of it. I'm shedding it. I'm cutting it out. I'm diluting it until it disappears. The outcome and or moving forward. Seven of Cups reversed. So this really does say that there is a real willpower and a real desire here to really attain something that will light the fire of passion and love again. The Seven of Cups reversed is needing to have strength and willpower and determination and courage to overcome your tendency to be self-delusional or self-elusive, or not see things for their truth. You see things for their truth because then you can make informed decisions, and then you can move forward in the proper way. When we try to trick and or fool ourselves by telling ourselves something is not the way it is, we're just putting ourselves in a false sense of security. It gives it's going to have to be revisited again anyway. You're going to have to break down the facade of a wall that you've put up, and you're then going to have to still come up with a viable answer moving forward. The way I see group 1, the lucky pills, you're going about this is you're going inside of self, you're getting the wisdom, you're getting the knowledge to know how to move forward, because there's obviously been some things that haven't worked right, or things that weren't for your highest of good, or things that weren't reciprocated in the same way, whether that's love, work, family, favour, anything and everything, okay? Maybe even addiction itself, but because the addiction card is here, but it's in reverse. But a lot of other stuff here that I'd love to see that Ace of Cups upright. You know, I'm so happy to see the Devil reversed in your reading, though, because it really does say that all this shit that has stagnated, has eroded, that has pulled you, you are overcoming. But you're willing to wait, but it's the consensus of what is acceptable, what is acknowledgeable, how long is long, and how long is too long, and is this something for me, or am I waiting for something that not only is not going to come in, but isn't even going to give me that wish fulfillment and that fulfillment that I want in the end. The Ace of Cups with that erosion, you know, this is really talking about a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? A lot of self-centered actions, really, and a lot of complacency over big ego of self, but we're deshackling it, and we're trying to get desires, our willpower, our lust for life. That's it, the lust for life back again. All right, I'm going to clarify this as well now. So, the Hanged Man, can we please clarify that for group 1, the lucky pills? I don't know why, but that tin always makes me feel a little Irish treat. Yes, Ten of Cups reversed is clarifying that Hanged Man. The Three of Wands, please, let's clarify that. The Ace of Wands, lovely. The Ace of Cups reversed, can we clarify that, please, Spirit? Because of the 7 Wands reversed. Whoa, okay, hang on a minute. I finally deck. They just took off like crazy. The Devil reversed is clarified by 5 Pentacle reversed, and the 7 of Cups is clarified by the Empress energy. Love that. I do love that. Okay, so back to the beginning again. So the current is the Hanged Man with the 10 of Cups. We're going inside of self because every way we've done up to this point has not worked. 10 of Cups reversed has led to unhappiness, unfulfilled desires, our dreams being broken. We had the image, we went for it, and if I want to say effed up, it flipped up on you. It literally did a 360 somersault and then landed on its head like a cake. It just went splat. There's nothing that could be saved and or salvaged or eaten off of it. It was just fucked. Sorry. Raw and righteous. Raw and righteous. That second position, as I was saying before, your issues, obstacles, challenges. We have that 3 of Wands, and this is backed by the Ace of Wands. So passion, fire, energy here galore. That Ace of Wands is really talking about new invention, new creation, new fortune. It's fertility, creativity, it's new beginning, intuition, inspiration, and bringing in good fortune and happiness. You know, you will overcome these obstacles and barriers. You know, you may be in a period of waiting, or not stagnancy, but period of waiting. You're waiting for timing, perhaps, or opportunity. And when it arises, you'll be wonder ready, Ace of Wands, and you will make creation out of this. You'll move forward with this. You will have fortunate process from this, even if you don't see that now. The third set of cards was all about your hopes, your dreams. We have that Ace of Cups reversed, and that's backed by the 7 of Wands reversed. 7 of Wands reversed really does speak about a real feeling of embarrassment, of doubt, of hesitancy, which is causing you to lose the challenge or or just not even be a viable challenger. You know, and the Ace of Cups, you know, erosion, you know, this is change and erosion. Things are not coming in for you. You're not standing above your combatants. You're not making gains here. If anything, your enemies are overrunning you. And in that fourth position, that advice from Spirit, the Devil reversed back by the Five of Pentacles reversed. So this really does speak of, you know, releasing from bonds and things that bind, because we've got new ideas, new prospects, new beginnings to be had here. There may have been losses before, but that's been done now. We're going to deshackle from this shit, this crap that's no good for us. We're ditching it, popping that away, putting it in the bin, and we're going to go Five of Pentacles reverse. We are moving forward. We're going to say, fuck that, that didn't work, so what? It gives a shit. We move forward from that, and we're going forward with the hope, with the dream, with the enlightenment of, that's in the past. You know, that may have hurt, but we move forward now with what we got, what we're given. We've got ourselves. And this is great to end it, because, you know, the outcome moving forward, Seven of Cups reverse, having new desires, new will, new wants. You just want to give it a go. Because the Empress, you're seeing things coming into their fruition now, and you're feeling as if this is something that you may actually be able to grasp, to hold in your hand. You know, you're realizing the length of days now, the cycle of the system of life. Time is not endless, even though time is not even real. Your age, your time, your abundance, your prime is here and now. Why waste it? Why not use it to your favor, to your advantage, to your not allow it to be used into your detriment. Use it for power, for presence, and for abundance, and for fruitfulness. You know, could also be saying that you're going to have a child, or yeah, you know what I mean. Reason to change, because you do have something to have, to desire, to love, to have will for, a new blessing. There's a lot of different ways to look at this reading, but yeah, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is a general, and it is a pick a card reading, so it's, you know, it's always it's all a bit depends on how it rolls. I'm just going to grab some additional messages now. If you give me a moment to grab a deck. There we go. Hang on a bit. Grab a deck or two. Put these out of the way. So group one, let's get the additional messages now. Group one, any additional messages we have, we pick the lucky pebbles. Okay, we have windfall. We have end of an era. We have parental care and religion and spirituality. Yeah, so that could be the change of self as well. The windfall I'm seeing as the outcome. The end of the era is what's is the process at the moment. Religion and spirituality, maybe you're questioning some of these things. And parental care, maybe your parents and or significant other may need assistance now for health and or homing and or religion. So any of them may resonate. Let's get some more additional messages now. We can get an inspirational message. Ask for help. Ask for help. Are you constantly giving to others yet rarely receiving what you need? Then it's time to ask for help. You're not Superwoman or Superman, so there's no need to do it all yourself. You have an army of angels on speed dial. Just give them a call and communicate your needs and learn to receive now. Dear one, when you're open to the help that's all around us, the universe provides assistance. So make sure you look for the signs, and once you ask for help, they'll start appearing. So ask for help. Group one, thank you so much for joining me. Please like, share, and subscribe. Definitely subscribe. Redski's Righteous Readings, Raw and Righteous. We will get ready for the next grouping, and thank you again for joining me. Group 2, the 8 ball, which represented more street line recreational drugs that are more illicit and illegal. So party goers, stay uppers and nodders, I guess that would be your grouping. Are you fast or slow? Which way do you go? Let's find out with your cards. So we have specific placements. I have made this very specific for this specific pick a card reading because, yes, it just came to me in a dream. So your first position is you currently. So what's going on with you currently, thinking, feeling? Temperance in reverse sign of Sagittarius. Interesting. Second position is your issues, obstacles, and or challenges. So let's have a look and see. Okay, Page of Swords. And for your hopes, wishes, and aspirations, we've had the Knight of Pentacles. The next placement is all about advice from spirit, so spiritual guidance that can assist and will help you through this time, through these matters. We have Justice, sign of Libra coming through now. Final card is a possible outcome and or moving forward from all of this, what awaits, what is at the end. We do have that 8 of Wands. It is reversed. Okay. So straight away I'm seeing in your current, there is no moderation, there is no balance, there's no temperance, there's no fusion. There's feeling a real out of placement in self, outside of self, in your body, in your soul. You know, you're not in alignment, you're not on solid ground. You don't feel, you feel like, you feel spiritually blocked, and or like maybe even suffering headaches in your crown chakra, in your third eye temple placement, because temperance is all about spiritual balance and guidance. I think we can see that little circle on the top, being that sort of like getting that download, you know. Second placement, like I was saying, is issues, obstacles, challenges, Page of Swords. Your challenge is to find information, knowledge, to spy, to be vigilant, to not get caught. Your third placement was all about your hopes, your fears, your dreams. Oh, sorry, your hopes, dreams, and aspirations. Knight of Pentacles. We want to move slow, but we want to gain pace. It doesn't matter how the movement, how long it takes us. We want to be solid. We want to keep moving. It's like that consensus of trying to, stuck in mud. And you know if you run, you're just going to sink deeper and like a quicksand. But you know if you just push through at that slow movement, melodical, repetitive, it may be hard as hell, but you will eventually make a step, and get your shit out of the mud. Whereas if you run, you're just going to sink 10 times faster and drown within a mad minute. The advice from Spirit is justice. Justice is coming. Things that weren't in alignment, things where you were wronged, whether you might be waiting for court issues, rulings are going to be made. And they're going to be made in a way that doesn't necessarily benefit you, but is not biased against you either. It's going to be truly fair. It's going to be a real liberty, scales, in alignment judgment. You're not going to have any harshness towards you, and you will have solace in the conclusion of this matter. You'll be able to put it to bed. It will be done and dusted, and you can shelve that file kind of thing. The outcome and or moving forward, though, here with this reading is the 8 of Wands reversed. This is a lot of jealousy, envy, and really pissed off, bad communication, and being really vicious, vile when communication is coming through. Trying to block shit down or fuck shit up, basically. I'm even seeing things being thrown, like the wands are in the picture, like things being thrown, like, this is envy, jealousy, real vindictiveness, spiteful almost. I think you want to teach someone a lesson. Like maybe someone's wronged or hurt you, and you know, you've come out of this judgment type phase, not judgment, but, you know, justice has run its course and made its judgments, sorry. And you've come out of that stage and you're just fucking pissed off. You know, you want people to pay, you want, you know, you feel you know the information, you've worked in a slow, melodical kind of way, then this justice has come in and made a decision, and you're just like, fuck that. I want blood. I want piercing. I want results. Oh, fuck it. I'm just going to go freaking, you know, Jekyll and Hyde all up in the shit and just make a mess. It's kind of what I'm getting from that. It's really weird. Let's clarify now. Maybe we can sort of hone down a little bit on this. It's a very sketchy way of thinking of group 2, which is funny because you did pick the 8 ball, which is the illicit drugs. We got sketchy thinking people. Alright. Temperance reverse, clarified by 5 of Cups reverse. Well, that explains a lot. The Page of Swords is clarified by the Hermit. The Knight of Pentacles is clarified by the King of Wands reversed. Justice card is clarified by Page of Wands reversed. And that final card, that 8 of Wands reversed, which was the outcome and or moving forward, is being clarified by the Strength reversed. Oh, God. Well, that's very interesting because... Give me a moment to sit with this and then I'll explain what I feel and think in here, because this is definitely a different one. It's a horse of a different colour, put it that way. Okay, group 2, the 8 ball. So we had that Temperance card reversed, Sagittarian energy there for your current position. We have clarifying that, the 5 of Cups reversed as well. The 5 of Cups is reversed. There really is a consensus of new alliances or a return. Maybe some false projects, maybe some things that may fail, but there is a real consensus of new hope, new joy. You know, you may be questioning whether to give it a go, whether it's genuine, whether it's logistical, whether it's honourable, favourable, all that shit. At the end of the day, this is a new prospect, a new probability, a new outlook, and it's going to make you want to get this temperance in its upright. You're going to want to find a way to find the fusion. You're going to want to find a way to find the moderation, to find the blendedness of internal, external balance, of spiritual enlightenment, of self, of knowing, feeling, and understanding exactly where you are, and it's exactly where you need to be, and exactly what you do, and feeling so comfortable within that knowledge of self, of truth, of enlightenment, spiritually and otherwise. Your second placement was all about your obstacles, issues, challenges. We had the Page of Swords initially, and I said, remember, about needing to find knowledge, being very vigilant, not wanting to get caught. This is clarified by the Hermit, sign of Virgo. Now this is very interesting. And I'll tell you why in a sec. Let me get one of these done quick. Anyway, as I was saying, Page of Swords, Hermit is all about, this is Virgoian energy here, sign of Virgo, but we are going at it alone of self, to understand the knowledge, to see the wisdom, to understand the truth of life, of self, of spirit, and what that all means for us, internal and external, but most of all internal. This is so prevalent about going within to understand, to learn through prudence, through vigilance, through guarded, through isolation, through solitude, through yourself, and it's also shedding the skin of all the external things in life that we think we need: the phone, the house, the car, the material and or attainable fucking shit in life that we think is so damn important. The hermit doesn't have any of that shit. He's shed that skin. He goes only with self, his staff, and the lantern of light, which is his internal guidance, light force, driving him on, giving him light in the darkness. Not just so he can see. It gives him purpose. It gives him his own abundance. For he hasn't expelled any experience he's learnt up to this point. He takes all that wisdom with him. He takes on that wisdom, he takes on that knowledge, he takes all of it on board and moves forward with his own understanding of enlightenment, of security, of foundational enlightenment, staff and lantern. This is extremely deep, guys. Like, you are really hashing it out. You're just hashing this out. The third placement now. It's all about your hopes, your dreams, and we had that Knight of Pentacle initially. Very slow moving energy. And I didn't mention this before, but if we were to put the Knight of Pentacles, because he's the fourth in the line of the Knight's movements, if we were to put him in a time frame of, time it would take this horse to come in, let's say, we wouldn't be saying, hours, days, weeks, or months. We would be saying fucking years. This takes so long. He rides a heavy-handed stag, which is typical to like a Shetland, them not Shetland, oh good Lord, those horses that aren't built for racing. They're built to pull really heavy things with the shaggy hooves. Sorry, not much of a, don't know my horse history overly well, but I do know what a horse can do. Don't know what they're called, but I know what they can do and a rough description of what they look like. Many years of the trots, as well as the race course where they do their training. Like to watch, not very involved, but still, this horse is a heavy-handed. It's made for pulling. It's made for force, but not in running and agility. He's not an agility horse. He's not a jumper. He's not a sprinter. He's not a fast one-pointer. This is a slow as shit motherfucker, but he could pull a house, and it brings in force, but not in action, in foundation, force of progression, moving forward. Okay, hope I've explained that well. Probably confused you more now. Let's move on to the clarifier, which of course, as I said, was the King of Wands. It is inverted. When the King of Wands is inverted, it's a real energy of someone dark. Someone that's they're a very good person, but they're very severe in the way they go about their dealings, the way they treat people. They're severe in judgment. They're severe in their handlings, dealings. They can be very very out there. And other times they can be so calm, they're so tolerant, they're so understanding, but then when they decide to make a point, make an opinion, or to make a driving assumption, it's very forceful, it's very cutthroat, it's very, it's very vindictive. It's a feeling of your hopes and fears. I'm going to sort of say, put it out there in the bucket. It's something that's going to take so long to come in, so long, and you're going to wait so long for it, and you're going to find out it's not a strawberry sweet cream pie. It's a sour lemon fucking bake that's on its last leg left. I really do think you fear your obstacles, and your fear of challenge is being alone. What your hopes are is that when something comes in, it will actually be what it's supposed to be. You know, if you go it alone and you do all this research, you're hoping at the end of it that something's going to come in that you're not going to get a King of Wands reverse, someone that's just a jerk. Someone that could be a real jackass, someone that could be really non-sympathetic, someone that could be really just outrageously inconsiderate and or inconceived. I don't really know how else I can really put it. But it's not great. It's a real dick face. Advice from Spirit, we had Justice card. That Libran energy. And I thought this was really forceful as well from Spirit, giving you a major arcana card as well. And that's clarified by the Page of Wands, my boy George card, my flamboyant boy George. Justice. So advice from Spirit is rulings will be made, they will be unbiased, they won't necessarily go in your favour, but they will be a conclusion here. But when the Page of excuse me, when the Page of Wands is reversed, it does say there could be some evil news, there will be announcements here, but there's also that sense of indecision and the instability which will come with it. So what I'm feeling with this is judgments are going to be made. Justice is going to come in, and either it's going to be overturned or something's going to go wrong. Another decision's going to have to be made, which is of course going to trump that original one. Or something's going to come out of the woodwork, which is going to be announced at soon at the same time or right after this initial judgment. There's going to be two: the actual judgment, and then the rebuttal. Yes, the rebuttal. It's like a lawsuit. It's like, for example, this is just an example. It doesn't have to be. It could be a lawsuit, but this is just an example. Okay, you go to court, you do your case, the defendants, like the prosecutor does his case, you come out, you've done yours, judgment's come, judgment's been made, alright, you know, home detention, little finey or some shit like that, misdemeanor bullshit, out you go, twaddling off, 2 days later or something, no, whatever, you get knock at the door, you're being reserved a warrant again to re-show back up in court, for example. Like, what the fuck? This has been dealt with. You go in, your lawyer's just as confused as you say, and the prosecutor comes back and says, you know, freaking this needs to be, you know, re-looked at because of some sort of announcement and or news. Something's going to be very prevalent that it's not necessarily going to go in your fucking favour, because Wands is a passion. When it's inverted, it's a bitch. It's saying that it's everything's not good. Not good. I get very worried when Wands cards are inverted, or when they have because it really is talking about the passion of the fiery temperament and or nature of this world, of you, of life. And Page of Wands, he's quite an odd, like I say, it's my boy George K. He's very flamboyant, very original, very different, very trustworthy normally. When upright, inverted, you wouldn't trust as far as you could spit it, because you get a feeling of, I detest this person because of what they've done or what they'll do or what they've said. Beware of the Page of Wands reverse. The pages tend to be more adolescent individuals, younger as well. And when I see it standing behind Justice, this is either a young person, a young lawyer, someone that's very, like, no older than 25. And I'm feeling it's more around that 20, early 20s area, or even late teens. Between 18 and 23 is what I'm feeling or thinking. But it can be anywhere from child to the age of 25, adolescent. Let's get back on point and target now. Sorry, I digress. The outcome and or moving forward, we did have the 8 of Wands reversed. This is backed by Strength reversed. This is Leo coming through now, energy. But this backs this card up something ridiculous. Because as I said, the 8 of Wands reversed, this is fucking a lot of dispute, jealousy, you know, just getting quite nasty about it and or blocking people. Like, real distasteful disputes of envious, jealous, crafty, vindictive. I could go on forever. Strength reverse is talking about abuse of power. You know, making people feel weak, being very discorded, being very, very dysfunctional, not having strength or courage or conviction. You're being changeable, indecision. You're lacking in passion and or being overly passionate to things that aren't even true to self. You can't maintain your beast. You can't maintain your drive, your skill, your compassion and or courage. You don't even have them qualities and or are so lacking in them, they're suppressed to the point of, where's the button? I don't even know there was a button for that. We have got to be very careful of this, because this is very big, not good. Now, if you actually chose this particular icon for, like, the reason I said, this is saying that something bad is going to come of this choice of recreational activity, if this is something that you do partake in. And you could end up not in a good position for this. If we don't learn the lessons, we've got to learn these lessons. There's lessons that need to be learned. If you don't learn the lessons, you're going to be severely punished. This is a warning. This is a warning. Shit, that was heavier than what I expected for just a general. I'm sorry. As I said, this is a general. This isn't going to resonate to everyone, but this reading is directed at either a particular person and a group. Even if it's just them, you know, a little minority or whatever. Like it's only going to be a small portion. As I said, it's a general. It's not going to resonate with everyone, and don't try to make it. Why would you want these problems if they're not yours? This message is for someone and or some groupings of people. It's not made for everybody. I'm just getting the additional messages now, group 2, for you. The Spirit is just telling me that there's lessons that need to be learned, truth that needs to be faced. If these things aren't learned in time, a lot you'll lose. You'll lose, and something after that, but I lost it. No, I'm sorry, I lost the last piece of that. Alright, let's look at the cards and see if it comes back. Alright, we have new carer. You're caring for something new and or going into care work. You are stronger than you know, and this is very prevalent because you are so much more than what you think you are. You are stronger than what you know. Oh, I'm going to change positions here because my butt's going numb. You really need to go inside of self, that hermit. You need to learn yourself. You need to learn these lessons. We have tell the truth. Communicate with integrity. There, the Eight of Wands reversed. That is very unintegrity. The exact opposite. Sorry, I digress. Communicate with integrity. You may need to level with someone. This person could even be you. Oh my God. Are you saying you're fine when you don't mean it? Are you swallowing your needs because you don't want to rock the boat? When we hide the truth, it eventually comes out in destructive ways. Act with integrity and say what's on your mind. While honesty may lead to short-term discomfort, your long-term peace and happiness are worth it. What did I just say before I read this card? This is why I love tarot and oracle and divination. Right there, baby. Put a timestamp on that if anyone sees that. Then we got spruce up your nest. So it's time for a little spring cleaning. Your home is sacred and your surroundings matter. So honor where you recharge and fill it with beauty. Make space by giving away or donating what you don't need. Your clutter could be someone else's gold. Plus, when we have less to process physically, we have more room to process things emotionally. A clear head and a new room for great art awaits. So spruce up your fabulous nest. A change in surroundings leads to a change in mindset, which leads to a change in outcome. So tell the truth. And if you need to change it up, but be honest to self and to others about what exactly is going on with you, with them, with the everything. Say it like it is, tell it like it is, and own it, and accept it. Because we can't ask from others what we would not do ourselves. That's the message from Spirit for Group 2. Thank you so much for joining me on Redski's Righteous Readings. It's raw and righteous as always, and I will now prepare for the next grouping. Thank you so much for joining me. I do appreciate it. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Group 3 now, the lovely flask of Jack Daniel's whiskey. Tennessee whiskey. Alright, I'm just putting everything back from the last grouping. So Group 3, Jack Daniel's jacket. Let's see what's coming in for you. So as I've explained to the previous 2 groupings, this is a spread I've designed specific for this reading with specific placements to get specific answers that I want for you guys. So let's see what Spirit has in store for my possible alcoholics or lovers of the finer things in life, the whiskey and wine and rye, the rye and whiskey. Singing bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing this will be the day that I die. Okay, so cards are falling. Let's get on it. So you currently are feeling the Ace of Cups. I do feel your merriment in drinking from the cup. I do feel that swish. Wonderful. So that's coming through clean and clear as crystal. Sorry about that. Disgraceful, unpitched, and unperformed act. Anyway, second placement is all about your issues, obstacles, challenges. We have that Page of Cups come through strong and steady there. I'm liking this so far. Your third placement is your hopes, dreams, and aspirations. For the reading, we have the Chariot reverse sign of Cancer. Then we go to your fourth card, advice from Spirit. We have the Knight of Cups. And the outcome and or moving forward, we do have the Six of Wands. We do have a lot of cups here. We have the Ace, the Page, and the Knight, all upright. We have the Chariot reverse. That's the only major arcana card so far on this ground. But the outcome is a Wand card, passion, and awe. So much wanting to get accolades for things. We want praise. We want praise. We want love. We want to be adored. We want to be doted upon. We want to be put on show. We want suitors of multiple types and or ages. And we want to bask in the glory of love, devotion, and or passionate sentiment. Wow, this is definitely different. We are definitely loved up on the alcohol and just want to get bonker chicken. Good Lord. See, I don't drink, so this has been a long time since I've experienced that kind of energy. Good Lord. I used to be a strong drinker, though. I could drink a bottle of Jack Daniel's a day, mate, and I would outdrink any M&F fucker. No shit, down on the table, and I didn't even get hungover or anything. I just get out the next day and go bang. Oh, I was ruthless and shocking. I was a ruthless savage of the sauce. Ruthless savage of the sauce. Let's get into the reading. Enough about that. Enough about sauce. We've got cups to drink. You currently Ace of Cups. Abundance galore. Overflowing is actually probably a better terminology. The Ace of Cups is just, you know, it is the true heart of joy, contentment, abode, nourishment, abundance, fertility, and felicity. The fresh new seed of love, of feeling perfection, of feeling attainment, of feeling contentment. You've been gifted a beautiful energy at this present time, Group 3. You are just a buzzing. You're just alive with the possibility of the option of the enjoyment of life, love, and self. It feels so good, actually, to just you're in a real strong element of just I don't even know how to describe that. You feel like warmth and glitter. Now I know that sounds really weird, but you feel alive of electric, like if you were to touch something, it would come alive, like creation in self, like empowerment. You are the craft, you are creation, you are abundance. I don't know, I can't really, what I'm feeling and the words are just not, I really hate that. It's the one thing I do struggle with my talent is trying to describe what I feel through my energy, as well as what my guides show, as well as make me feel to explain. I find it so hard to put it into words. It's something I wish I could develop better. Well, I will develop better, sorry. I haven't developed yet. I feel you have. That's what I'm getting at. You are. There's not a facet within you where you don't feel solid, accomplished, and or set. It's perfect balance of just overflowing energy, movement, action. It's so much. It's hard for me to put it in. The clarifier, I think, will help me actually put that into words. It's beautiful. It's creation. You feel so warm and alive with energy, alive with possibility, with love, love. You're so full of love. It's just oozing. The second placement, as I was saying, your obstacles, issues, challenges. Let the Page of Cups come through. So the pages are always adolescents, normally refer to adolescent individuals, young child, to sort of up to about that 25 age bracket. But another cup card coming through, I find this very interesting, because I just want to side note, we have the Page of Cups and then the Knight of Cups. I really do feel that you are in a love of abundance for love of love, that you do have multiple suitors actually coming for you out of the woodwork. You've got multiple options, at least two very different options, or even more than that. Because the Chariot reverse could also be an option, a stagnant option, but still. And then that Six of Wands, which is getting accolades from the crowd and everything. I really just feel that you are the center of attention. You are, I know I'm digressing, I don't normally do the readings like this, but it really is saying that this is you. You are the abundance. You are getting the accolades. Everyone's looking at you, chicken. You are the it all, be all. Everyone wants a piece of you. Everyone's after you. You're in hot demand. You're hot. You've got multiple suitors, multiple options. You can have anything you want right now. You are the shiznix. You are the shit. Okay, let me center myself, because this is a bit dysfunctional, this reading. So I do apologise, group 3. As I said, I don't normally go all over the shop like this. I'm not quite sure. Like a drunk person. The Page of Cups. Let's pull it back together before we all get lost in it. So, this is a young individual, a youth, very connected to you somehow. Could be a child, stepchild, family, and or niece, nephew, some sort of significant youth attached and or connected to you. They're young, and they have a real application, a way to apply themselves. They're very reflective. They think about things before they do, or they just think a lot in general. They're very in their head. This could be around business as well, if not a person. This could be relating to an opportunity in business, to do with news, messages, applications, or reflective meditational, and youth work. This could be in regards to that. as well. If it's not in regards to a person and or fixture, it is definitely in regards to a business concept and or opportunity. Okay. But most of all, this really is about possibly adolescent youth, but it's about news. It's about a message or an application that needs to be used here. It can also be a small offering of a love, affection, and or token of token of thank you, of an atonement. Okay, let me just get a sip of my coffee because wow. This reading's really got me like bugging out. Why? Like, shit, I was feeling dapper coming all through this, and then I hit this one, and it's like, it's like fucking to shiver my shit sometimes. Tipsy? No. So, let's pull it back in again. I've never had to say that so many times or ever in a reading, and I've said it several on this one. Let's hit this. So, third placement is all about your hopes, dreams, and aspirations. Okay. The Chariot reverse, sign of Cancer, coming through here now. Stagnation and or more to do with disputes, riots, quarrelling, litigation, having defeats here, being overrun, being controlled. So you have no freedoms, have no movement, have no balance, have no rights, have no... It's being screwed over totally. Your hopes and dreams are to dispute and to litigate, to put something into defeat, like to put something in a stage of defeatedness through rioting and through quarrelling. You want to bring on a discord of mass proportion. This is fucking... this is YOLO. Alright, so hopes and dreams. You want to rage against the fucking machine. You want to push back. This is a fucking, like, you know, burn the bras type situation. This is the... Oh, God. You're raging against the machine. You know, something's been put in place and you are fighting a just cause of self against a few different entities and or people and or organizations. I get it. You've got so much... Now I understand what this reading is about. This is about taking on the man. Taking on the man. Taking on the man. Taking on lots of men. Lots of individuals. Sorry, gender is fluid. But lots of individuals, businesses, and or fixed things here. Could be people, but it could be fucking anything. Because then we look at the next card. Advice from Spirit. We've got the Knight of Cups. This is an offering. With the page, because we've got two, you know, we've got 3 cups here, but you've got a page and a knight. Page, as I said before, is a much more youth-like energy, a much more younger individual, you know, more intent on, you know, helping, sort of, you know, it's also Piscean energy. It's got that little fishy happening. But that knight, however, is more mature. The Knight of Cups is the third fastest of the 3 knights. He trots a lot. So this will be months in time frame. Apologies. But this is all about arrival. You know, this is about the approach. This can be about a message and or messenger, but this is all about advancement and or a proposition. About the demeanor of coming in with an invitation, incitement, you know, coming in with a proposal that's just, it can't be ignored and or forgotten. This could even be an engagement. It could be something that was once a small offering has now fruited into an offering that can actually be accepted. It could be an age gap as well, or it could be 2 fucking individuals, like I said. When I clarify, I'll know more. The Spirit is saying Knight of Cups. This is an invitation. This is an advancement. There will be an arrival, an approach, and or development. Big big. This is huge. This is just, this ain't small potatoes, kids. It's life. This is your life. That's all I'm hearing. Six of Wands. You do want to champion this though. You know, this is all about, on the surface, it is a victory. It's triumphing. But it's also a kind of great news, such as might be carried by the state of King's Courier. It is exceptional, and it's crowned, and it's of own desire. It's the crown of hope. It's the crown of dreams. It's the crown of abundance in the way through triumph and or glory through your kindred and or community and or country. It's being appreciated beyond what any words can actually say. Crowned with laurel, gifted the best horse, gifted the greatest garments, being allowed to go through the one street that's normally reserved for the most royal of royalty or the most greatest of grades. And having everyone look at you, chanting for you, you know, wanting a piece of you, wanting... It's fame. It's fame. The outcome is fame of some sort. Alright, let's clarify this now. I gotta see. This has been so crazy reading. It's been amusing. Thank you so much for the pleasure. It's been fun. It's been real. Oh, you know what song I'm hearing now? It's closing time. It's closing time. Who sings that? Oh, I don't know. Closing time, final round. So yeah, last drinks. Last drink is cool. Last drinks. Final round. Let's clarify. Okay, so that Ace of Cups is clarified by the Temperance card sign of Sagittarius coming through there, and that flew out the deck like an angel that had just grown new wings. This is new abundance because we are finding our footing, our grounding, our fusion, our moderation, our acceptability. We're finding our solidarity. We're finding ourselves. That secondary card, which was talking about obstacles, issues. We have the King of Swords clarifying that Page of Cups, the third cards. We have for hopes and fears. We did have the Chariot reversed, clarifying that is the Eight of Cups reversed. Advice from Spirit, Knight of Cups clarified by Page of Pentacles. There's a lot of Knight, Pagel, and now King energy coming through here. Nevertheless, and the outcome moving forward, Six of Wands is clarified by Five of Cups reversed. Cups, 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 cups. Every placement has a cup. Every placement has a cup. Every placement has a cup, and they're important cups. Ace of Cups, freshly seed. Page of Cups, a young individual. Eight of Cups reversed. That's a very important card because that's saying you will not walk away from something. You're going to stay with it until full success is obtained, no matter what cost, no matter what. Then we come here and now we have a Knight of Cup, an advancement there from the Page, which was an Ace. The final card to come through is a Five of Cup reversed. Looking for new possibilities now. New. Alright. This is different. You currently, the Ace of Cups, Temperance. The new seed is coming because you've found your perfect balance, your perfect fusion, your perfect self. Temperance is all about just that. Having temperance, having economy, moderation, management, frugality, balance. Challenges, obstacles, issues, Page of Cups, initially backed by the Knight of Swords. So once was a page, is now turned into, again, a knight, a king, sorry. This is the highest card that you got from the minors. And the only king that graced our reading today. There is a lot of people up in here, I've got to say. These represent the people, which they usually would, but this person is about equity, art, science, law. They're creative, intelligent. They really are about business of law or divinity. They're very responsible. They're disposed. They're there possibly to oblige you. I'm seeing they could be a lawyer. Like a lawyer. Or someone to do with government and or law or, yeah. Could be two people that you have to choose from. Someone that you really adore, who's a bit younger, who's really in touch with themselves, that'll do anything for you. Or this more mature, real cutthroat energy who's worth probably a shit ton, who's very intellectually stimulating. But that's a real... Your head may be in it, but your heart sure ain't not, kind of thing. Your hopes, dreams, aspirations, the Chariot reversed with the Eight of Cups. What once didn't work, you're going to stick with it until full success is obtained here. You're not giving up, you're not giving out, you're not leaving it at all. You're sticking by it, gritting in, you're going to succeed no matter what the cost, no matter how long it takes. You will stay solid and true until full success, completion is obtained. Advice from Spirit, Knight of Cup, Page of Pentacle. An invitation, a proposition, a moving forward. It's the Knight of Cups. Because the Page of Pentacle. This is talking about authority, overseeing something secret, something, sorry. This is really overlooking and seeking here. Application, study. You want to be a scholar or have a lot of knowledge in a particular area, or there's new news, there's new messages coming through here for you. You're trying to find some sort of news or message. It's management. It's trying to manage something here. A new invitation or opportunity coming through that you're trying to manage. You're trying to apply yourself to it. You're trying to study or get more like trying to get more accreditation for this particular proposition and or thing that's coming in. You feel a little bit underqualified maybe, or something, a little bit lacking. You want to, not just the opportunity, but you want to be able to obtain it as well, to hold that pinnacle. Outcome and or moving forward. That's Six of Wands backed by the Five of Cups. So that's Six of Wands is really wanting to be adored, wanting to have that championship, wanting the accolades from the crowd, wanting to feel it, see it, live it, feel it all. Five of Cups reversed is really talking about a new outlook, a new affinity, new possibilities. Letting go of what was and looking forward to the new opportunities, new alliances, new attachment, or a returning of an old friend, someone that you knew a long, long time ago. But there is definitely new prospects coming through, and we're going to championize this. We're going to, really focus on this. We're going to really adore this. Now, again, I've got to say, every grouping has a cup in it. Ace, Page, 8, Knight, 5. But we do have 2 pages on the ground, Page of Cups, Page of Pentacle. We do have the Ace of Cups, but then we also have the Knight of Cups and the King of Swords. We have Saggy and Cancer as well on the ground. Let's get the additional messages now. For the group 3, the Jack Daniels. Oh, okay. So we have family changes, and it sure does. moving, so maybe moving on, moving forward, moving house, maybe moving of mind, and support. Definitely need support during this time, I'm feeling. In mental health as well as stability of self. Really need to stay grounded. So support, moving, and family changes. I really feel like there is just so much going on, internal, external. It's a real abundance feeling which is making you feel so alive, but at the same time it makes you need to maintain. It makes you need to stay on the ball. You feel as if you don't give, don't understand that you will lose, or you will have loss, or you will have some sort of repercussion. So I've got to always be on my game, got to always bring in that new opinion, that new drive, that new, I don't know, it's weird. Your additional message is notice the blessings. Gratitude puts us in a position of having instead of wanting, thanking rather than complaining. When we focus on what we already have and take stock of our blessings, we get more blessings. What are you grateful for? Share it with yourself and others. And we have nourish yourself. Have you been using food to numb rather than nourish? Be honest. If so, break that pattern today. Show yourselves that you care by choosing healthy, wholesome foods made with love. Eat your veggies, make a green juice, and toast to your longevity. Cheers. Thank you so much for joining me, Group 3. We will leave it there, and I hope you enjoyed today's very spontaneous, very fly-off-handle pick a card reading. It's been enjoyable. I hope you enjoyed it too. Thanks, guys. Get ready for Group 4 now. Group 4, my final dealing darling grouping for the pick a card reading, and you are of course the Big Lighter, the legendary Sparky that needs no introduction, the Bic, the Bic, the Bic. Who doesn't know a Bic or own a Bic? Even if you're not a smoker, you own a Bic. Honestly, well, they do in mine. Let's see what's coming in. So this is a spread, as I've explained to the previous groupings, that I've designed specifically for this reading today. And it's been a hoot, so I hope we can end it with a bang, 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 bang. For the big baby, for the Bicky. So, as I said, it's been a specific reading. Let's see what's coming in. Hopefully we've got some great, let's just hope for news. See what's coming in. So the first position is you currently. So what's happening? What's currently lacking for the Bicky? Oh, Knight of Cups reverse. Okay. The second placement, we're looking at your obstacles and or issues and or challenges. We have the Four of Cups reverse. Third place, 2 Knights straight away on the ground. Third placement is your hopes, dreams, aspirations. We have the Knight of Swords coming through now. So first we have the Knight of Cups reverse. We have the Knight of Swords. Your advice from Spirit, the Tower reversed. And then we have the outcome moving forward card and another Knight, Knight of Pentacles. 3 Knights coming through here on this reading. This is very interesting. Very, very interesting. And very important. Hang on a minute, I just go grab the charger. Happening. Okay. Yep. Sorry guys if I don't charge. We have big problems. Let me just look. And 3 Knights are just burling at me because you've got Knight, Knight, Knight. 4 of Cups reversed and the Tower reversed. Knight of Cups, third fastest of the Knights. Knight of Swords, fastest of the Knights. Knight of Pentacles, the slowest of the Knights. Days, weeks, years. Earth, water, air. Or force of thought. Fury, very forceful, triumph through just sheer force. Not thinking necessarily everything through, just forceful. Whipping the shit out of that horse. Knight of Cups, inverted as well. Something didn't come in the way it should have. It's left you feeling really out of balance, out of Something's out of time or out of sync. Something isn't right here in this reading. But the feeling I get. 2 out of these 3 knights are inverted. Tower is inverted. That's continued oppression. But you know what you want. Or you don't know what you want. Challenge is you don't know what you want. Your hopes, your fears at night, moving forward with that fucking thought in your head of what you're doing. Let me roll a quick Siggy. We'll get into this. This is very fucking interesting. All 4 of these readings, honestly, have been so different, but so fucking interesting. This has been a great round. Thank you so much. If you've bothered to, click it, tap it, watch it. I hope you've got as much out of this as I have, because I found this very fucking enjoyable. Yeah, let's get a Siggy and we'll do that. Alice. Who the fuck is Alice? That damn song's just coming to my head. Waiting for a kid. Just to be the second best thing. 24 years I've been living next door to Alice. Alice, who the fuck is Alice? Oh shit. 420 bitches, 420. So group 4. Let's start at the beginning and work through this, and then we'll clarify it to get more crystal, more honed in advice. The first card, you're currently that Knight of Cups reversed. You're really having an incapability here, or to move forward. You're being so imprudent that you've gone stagnant. I've seen there was something you thought about moving forward with, or something you thought about inviting or advancing or thinking, proposing. But the moment the proposal, the thought, the idea came in your head, you staunched it, stuck it, and went incapable, incognito. Could have also then been showing off or acting a bit out of character after that point. Being very extravagant when otherwise you'd be a real introverted person and a loner. I don't know, changing something. Feeling really out of self, out of character, out of... we'll clarify that. Your second placement talks about your issues, obstacles, challenges. 4 of Cups reversed. This is a card of real new relations, new possibilities, new instructions, new opportunities, desires, and knowing that you may possibly want to choose them and give it a good shot. To do that, we must let go of the old, though. Your third placement talks about your hopes, dreams, wishes, aspirations. Knight of Swords. Forward movement, action, fast-paced, swift, fast-moving action you want. And you want it now. You want gravitational movement forward, fundamental. Your thoughts are racing and you want to be able to make movement race as fast as thought can go. As fast as air energy, the fastest. Fastest forward force possible till triumph is obtained. Your advice from Spirit is, however, it's hard to move forward so fast or at all when you're stuck in mud. The Tower reversed. Major Arcana here. Big message Spirit has. The message is quite clear. When the Tower is inverted, it is a real degree of oppression, imprisonment, tyranny, living in the same rut, can't make any change, any worthwhile change anyway. The Tower has to fall for new change, for that change to happen, to activate a new cycle, a new system, a new opportunity, a new abundance, a new reversed, like all of these cards are reversed. in this reading. It's just something, except for that Knight of Swords, it's the only ones just moving forward towards all this, like trying to cut it all out of the way. It's really strange. The final card, Knight of Pentacles reversed, is in regards to moving forward, rough idea of an outcome image. Pentacle, slowest of the four. And when it's reversed, it does speak about inritus, idleness, repose of that kind, stagnation, discouragement, carelessness, lost, being very lost all grounding, footing, focus, becomes stagnant, became dead in the water. Oppression, dead in the water, fast moving action, thinking you know what you want, because what you've got so far has been fucking shit. You're deciding to flip it on its head and do a 360. This way wasn't working and I tried it, so I'm going to flip the coin on its head, and so mote it be, let it be. Because the continued oppression, the oppression and the rut, it ain't working. And you're sick of this stagnation, this lack of movement. You're just sick of lack of movement. You just want movement here. Fast moving movement. You want like a crack of lightning just to bring light, power, generation to this. It's so damn dead in the water right now. It's almost unseeable. We're going to clarify this now and get some clearer images. More clearer images on what messages are for you. This is interesting. 3 knights on the ground out of 5 cards. Water, air, earth. Air is the most prevalent though. The way he's just charging at these cards. Alright, let's clarify this reading now, please, Spirit and Guides. Clarifying the Knight of Cups reversed is the Fool. Clarifying the Four of Cups reversed. Now, please, thank you, Spirit and Guides. We have the Queen of Wands flying out like a real fixator. The Knight of Swords, that fast-moving action now. Clarifying that Knight of Swords. Justice, definitely. Okay, advice from Spirit. We had the Tower reversed, and Spirit is saying 4 of Pentacles to go with that. The outcome and or possible moving forwards is looking like that Knight of Pentacles reversed. Clarified by, we aren't doing that. Clarified by, sorry, Knight of Pentacles reversed. Thank you, Spirit. Can we please clarify this with the 9 of Pentacles? And that's hilarious because that's the card that just fell out on top twice. Just then, sorry, and now it's come out again. So, indeed, indeed. 9 of Pentacles. Through self, we have attainment and or accomplishment and fulfillment. Through ourself, we find true enlightenment. Because at the end of the day, what can we rely on other than ourself? So true. So true. Can get lonely though, can't it? Can get lonely being by yourself, even though yourself you can rely on. Cold in bed at night sometimes. No shoulder to cry on. Alright. So currently, Knight of Cups reversed is clarified by the Fool. Knight of Cups reversed, as I was saying before, was talking about the consensus of trickery, swindling, duplicity. Someone that's fraudulent, has ill will and or intention. Because the Fool, someone that's very naive, doesn't understand any better. Someone that can be easily tricked and or fooled because they've not understood it, seen it before. Because they're just in such a folly of freedom that they just don't understand to see beyond the mania of the bubble, the intoxication that they're experiencing right now. They're experiencing a state of delirium, frenzy. They're intoxicated. They're in bewilderment. This is you. Maybe you've gone on a bit of a bender. It's real bender energy when you're looking at it in the context of why we're doing this reading. It's like, fuck it. If it's not working, I'm just going to piss, drink, snort it away. Sort of what Spirit is sort of saying. As I light my cigarette with my Bic. Yes, indeed. The mutiny of the irony of the funny. Issues, obstacles, challenges. That Four of Cups reverse clarified by the Queen of Wands. Passionate. Passionate person, that's marriage material. Someone that you could hang your hat there, so to speak. Someone that's reliable, honest, generous, passionate, and quite beautiful too. Someone you would call home. And you like this new possibility. You like this new option. This Four of Cups reversed. This Queen of Wands. This beauty. This abundance. This fruitful flower. This flower of beautiful sunshine. Sunshine, definitely, is what you feel when you look at this person. Your eyes light up. Your smile gets wider than it has when you normally do smile. And there's a real general glow coming from you and this person. That third placement, hopes, fear, hopes and dreams. Why would you fear this new possibility though, group? For that second placement, that Four of Cups reversed and the Queen of Wands. Why would you fear such an option? Why would you fear such a delightful and attainable peach? Because you fear connection, group 4. I said that Nine of Pentacles, prosperity and loving abundance, yes, but all through self. This is, I need myself. I don't want the attachment because I'm scared. I'm scared. Why? I'm going to tell you. Dreams, hopes is fast moving forward with justice. You feel that you have had so much injustice in the past with relationships and or life in general that you just want fast moving justice. Fastest as lightning justice. Justice with a sword, with a sheath that will just cut it all away. That will just pound straight through it, which will just force it into justice. Force it into... This is righteousness. I should know. I am that. Redskis are all about the righteous. You feel righteous. You want righteous energy. You want karma. You want penance, payment. You want fast-moving justice. Whether it works in your favor or not, you just want justice. Pure, honest, unbiased justice. Truth. Advice from Spirit was the Tower reversed because of Four of Pentacles. This Tower won't fall because you're clinging hold too tight. You're holding your money, but you're also holding on to a lot of other shit that comes with it. The resentment, the baggage, the sentiment, the oppression. Just making the Tower oppressed. That's why things aren't changing, because the way you're going about things isn't changing. You're holding on to things so tightly. You're not allowing anything good in either. Blocking your heart chakra. You're shielding yourself away from everything. The bad, yes, but also the fucking good. You don't just... When you shield yourself away, you don't just shield away the shit. You shield away the silver lining and the abundance and the possibility. You shield away everything. And that's what you're doing. That's why you're continually oppressed and why nothing's changing. That's why you're in this rut-like energy, because you're blocking everything. The outcome, though, Nine of Pentacles reverse, stagnation. In Rita, no movement, dead in the water. But it's okay, because Nine of Pentacles, you have that material and monetary gains, and you feel solid enough in that you don't need anybody else anyway. You don't need your knight to come in at all, because at the end of the day, you've got yourself, you found your love in yourself, you found abundance in what you have, and you found solitude in the naturistic beauty around you, such as trees, plants, birds, creatures of that nature, and or forestry floors. You like to go outside and take your shoes off. You like your feet to touch the soil. You like to get amongst the earth. Maybe you're a gardener, and or, you know, earth through feet or hands, through sensory touch and connection. And or very naturalistic minded. You may have an aviary and or something to do with wildlife type setting in your home, and or work. I don't know, something around that. It could be also in horticultural plants, growing, trimming, pruning, grafting. And you found your pleasure, you found your abundance in this. You're solid in self with that. You don't need anyone else. You don't need their pentacle. And you're happy with the 9. You feel as if you don't need the 10. You've done this all yourself. It's all yours. No need to share. No need to give anyone else your shine. You are the shit. Through yourself, you have learnt. You have conquered. You have defeated, and you stand abundant with bird in hand. All cocks in a row. That's what I'm thinking here. Group 4. It's interesting. Let's find the additional messages now, please. Group 4, the final grouping for the big. Courage. Exactly, courage. It's what you've had and what you will have and what you'll continue to have. 9 of Pentacles is all about that, the courage, the attainment, the perfection through self-denial, frugality, through all the lessons learned through the previous 8 Pentacle lessons. It's having all that you need through self, like all 9s, the happiness through self and solidarity, not through gifted pleasures and or advancements from others. This is the gluttony of or richness of self through self, enjoyment through self. Keep the faith, exactly, courage and keep the faith, because you know you may have gone through similar times or times like this before, but you'll get through it. And then financial security and or not, but finances are definitely prevalent. So courage, keep the faith, and finances. So maybe you need courage and faith in your finances, because that is where your real shiny shines. That's where you are solid. That's where you are most rooted, most grounded, where you can find your most abundance and happiness through that pentacle, through that solidarity of financial and or material security. It's all about a card of total security. The 9 pentacle and the 9s in general is total abundance, happiness, security, and or attainment through self. Okay, additional message, inspirational message, please, for the final grouping, group 4, the big. Okay, we have you did it, and you sure did. You did it. Hooray, success is here or just around the corner. You've worked hard and your efforts are paying off. Congratulate yourself and truly savor your fantastic victory. Just remember that success comes in cycles, so we can't be at the top of our game 24/7. We succeed, celebrate, rest, renew, and succeed again. Know where you are in this journey. You did it before and you'll do it again and again. That's exactly what I'm fucking just saying. You've done it before and you'll do it again and again. Then we had also following that, you are awesome. Your greatest relationship is the one you have with yourself. Fuck, see? What? Dude, you can't even write this shit. I love this shit. I love this shit. Let's start again, because I love that. Let's hear it again. Your greatest relationship is the one you have with yourself. Build it, strengthen it, praise yourself. Share what makes you proud. Your beaming delight will help others shift from glass half empty thinking to heck, I'm pretty awesome too. Do I really need to say anything else? Righteous. Bam. Thank you for joining me on Redski's Righteous Readings, raw and righteous. And I hope to see you on the next round. Till then, love yous. Give me a like, give me a share, but definitely subscribe to the channel. I would love for you to join me over at Redski's Righteous Readings, raw and righteous. Cheers all. Sorry for the bad singing throughout, and I hope the messages resonated. Remember, this is general reading. If it did not resonate, don't make it fit. Take what does, and I hope you have a wonderful and abundant time. Cheers, guys. Thanks again. Let me know in the comments down below, what did you think of the reading? Did it resonate? And yeah, any general questions and all theories and all whatevers. Cheers all. Bye. Redski out.